signs you could have stayed. It's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun? Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy?
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through color glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Today is November 16, 2022. It is 4:33 a.m. I just came across 3 tweets that I saw. I already did 2 videos already since 1 o'clock till 2 something or 3 something. Alright, so I just came across 3 tweets and I thought I'd share with you, and it's gonna be a video by itself. Alright, so let's go on Twitter. This is the first one. This one I just added because I mentioned it in another video. Alright, it's comforting to know Prince Harry understands how we feel and cares about us. It was great to receive the letter. Remembrance is a difficult time, and being with Scotty's helps me and the other members know people are there with us. Samuel Hall, 14. Alright, so I shared the letter with you. First I shared it on my community board, and then later on in another podcast. So when I came across this, I thought I'd share that with you. I'm gonna read some of the comments. Best wishes to you, Samuel, and all the other kids. A lovely letter from Prince Harry, a good man. There's the heart. Alright, he has supported this charity for years. He just doesn't public all of his good work. The children appreciate his empathy and support and have spoken out. It's them you're having a go at, not him. What? Who or what you that criticize grieving children? What? I don't understand that. With that being said, I'm moving on. I don't understand that. Alright, so I thought, I don't know, it was a good gesture to know that Harry, let them know that Harry knows what he's doing, so let me just leave it alone. I don't understand. Maybe there was a hate or something. Who or what are you at criticizing grieving children? Okay, someone must have said something. Like I said, let's leave that alone. Let's go to the other tweet that I wanted to share with you. Alright. Why is that? Comforting Harry, understand and feel. Oh, I didn't put it. Picture grandmother. Okay, maybe it was that one. Okay, something is not right. Okay, I did it backward. So it's that. Okay, so there's this one here. This one, I spoke about it in one video. I don't know, this video that I'm talking in right now might come out before all the other videos where I talk about Council of State, and the next one that I'm going to talk about regarding, yeah, Council of State. I did spoke about it in another video. This video that I'm talking in right now most likely will come out before that particular video. My thing with the Council of State, let me read this so you know where I'm coming from. The process to increase the number of royals who can stand in for King Charles, to include Princess Anne and Prince Edward, continues at lightning speed. The updated Councillors of State bill had its first reading today and will have its second and be debated next week. I'm gonna read this to see what's going on. What I've said here in another video, which probably gonna come later after this video, is that now this is where Charles, okay, he did all his other things, in my humble opinion, where you see all the other royals from around the world came out, removed titles from their kids, all of this, you know, invite, uninvite, trying to threaten them in a way by using the media as a force. All this play a part of it to make them do certain things for him. So when he does take the titles away from Harry, okay, so no one can say that he did it or he brought it up. He's gonna say it wasn't him. So when this topic of debate is coming up here, most likely they're gonna say they don't need all these people, they should remove some of those people as Council of State. Who are gonna be some of the people they're gonna remove? Harry, and who else? Probably one of the lesser royals, maybe Beatrice, maybe. Okay, and then now the debate of titles is gonna come in. I understand this bill is not about title, okay, I understand very clearly this is not about title, but when they most likely they're gonna say there's too many people and that to be Council of State, they only need 4. They probably gonna reject it and said, okay, you need to remove some of them, okay, you can only have such and such number. So what they're gonna do, remove Harry. Now when they remove Harry, they're gonna say, okay, we need a working royals or something like that, and then from that point on, the conversation about title is gonna come up, and then they're gonna remove it. So when people blaming Charles about title, he's gonna say it wasn't me, I wasn't the one who brought up title, okay, and then he could point out the other royals around the world who have done that. None of this had to happen. All he needed to do is just do it, okay. This is what I think why he brought this Council of State issue here, and this is why they're doing, you know, fast forwarding it. All right, let me read what they say here. I mentioned this on another video. I already uploaded it some other date. All right, a bill to add His Royal Highness the Earl of Wessex and Her Royal Highness the Princess Royal to the person to whom royal function may be delegated as Council of State. Whereas Your Majesty, by Your Majesty's royal message to both houses of Parliament, has confirmed that Your Majesty will be most content should Parliament see fit. Okay, this is where Parliament is gonna mention the title. Okay, maybe there's too many people, they can't afford, you know, I don't know, whatever money they put. Okay, you don't need all of this, some of them need to be removed. Okay, if you want such and such number, certain things need to remove, and then they're gonna say, okay, Harry will be the one, and then at the same time the form of titles is gonna come up. Okay, for the number of people who may be called upon to act as Councillors of State under the term of the Regency Act 1937 to 1953 to be increased. Okay, he's asking to be increased. Now this is the trick he's playing here. When they say remove some, then he's gonna say, I only asked to And Chris, this is how much he doesn't want to be blamed for removing Harry's title. This is how far he's going when he could just ask to be removed. He doesn't want to be criticized. Alright. 1953, to be increased to include Her Royal Highness the Princess Royal and His Royal Highness the Earl of Wessex, and for both of whom have previously undertaken this role. Now therefore, we, your majesties, most dutiful and loyal subjects, the Lord Spiritual, please don't bring God into this, Lord Spiritual and Temporal and Commons, and the present Parliament assembled, do most humbly beseech your majesty that it be enacted, and be it enacted by the King's most excellent majesty. The wording is so freaking funny. By and with the advice and consent of the Lord Spiritual and Temporal and Commons, and this present Parliament assembled, and by the authority of the same as follow: 1. Additional Councillors of State. 1. Section 6 of the Regency Act 1937, power to delegate royal function to councils of state, has effect as if the person required by Section 2 of the section to be the councillors of state for the purposes of any delegation of royal function under that section included: A. His Royal Highness the Earl of Wessex during his lifetime, and B. Her Royal Highness the Princess Royal during her lifetime. Any requirement imposed by subsection 1 is subject to the proviso in subsection 2 of section 6 of that act, and to subsection 2A of that section, powers to accept a person who is absent from the United Kingdom and disqualification from being a councillor of state. Yep, there it is. This is Harry here. This is where the conversation is gonna be talked about the title. This is Harry here. Of that section, powers to accept a person who is absent from the United Kingdom and disqualification from being a councillor of state. Alright, so that's that. Let's see here. Okay, Council of State Bill HL, to add His Royal Highness the Earl of Wessex and Her Royal Highness the Princess Royal to the persons to whom royal function may be delegated as Council of State. Lord Chu, ordered to be printed 15th November 2022. Alright, so that's that. And one thing I just realized as well, that move that Charles is making to remove, you know, a royal who's not living in the UK, which is Harry pretty much, is messing it up for William. Let's say if William, for some reason, out of the blue, he decided, or something struck him to realize Harry was the only one who had his back, and if he wanted to add Harry back into when he became king, now he wants to add Harry as a councillor of state, he's doomed because this is already done. All right, so hopefully by the time he gets older, his children are old enough to be in that position for him. All right, so let's continue. All right, let me read some of the comment. Not all, but some. Let's see here. Although Bea is a non-working royal, she's still above Eddie and Annie in the line of succession, so I assume she must be pretty pissed. And other than laziness, what reason is there that Bill can't stand in for Chuck? Okay, a few weeks it was reported the Yorks don't want to be part of it. Edward has moved to, okay, was it the other sister has moved to Portugal. B has a job. Okay, what happened to him? Wanting slim down monarchy. There's the thinking face. All this does is confirm to me that Harry wants nothing to do with them and will certainly not bother with any pathetic show they put out, like the coronation, which is bound to be an expensive lackluster spectacle. It seems Prince Harry refused the half-in or out model he suggested before stepping back from royal duties in the UK. Now King Tampon doesn't have a choice but to add his sister and younger brother to the list because Charles doesn't want Andrew acting on his behalf, not even Beatrice. Right? It's so slim, then I'm wondering what expand means. Appalling. Okay, maybe okay, I'm very curious to see how this is going once it's being there to discuss. But I think this part is a way of how do you call this, for the title. I don't know why I feel that way. I could be 1 million wrong. But I really feel like is to bring the discussion of title. All right, if they are adding royals, why are they claiming they are slamming down the monarchy, especially in the justification for refusing to acknowledge the title of the Sussex children? How can you slam down by adding the members? Okay, he's not adding members. His siblings are already senior working royals, and they have each served as counselor in the coast. Seems like an elegant and efficient solution to me. Why? What happened to slam down the monarchy? It makes sense with Harry no longer being a working royal and living in the US, and with Andrew not being a working royal as well. Why has the king got a health issue that is being done to lightning speed? Alright, so that's that with this topic. There's more comment, but I'm moving on. But this was the one that I wanted to share with you, and I thought it was a very interesting tweet that I came across, and it's worth sharing. Okay, and this is my last one for this video. Picture this. That's from Royal Suitor. Picture this. You're in London for your grandmother-in-law's birthday party, aka the Platinum Jubilee.
Yes, it's me. So I just want to say hey.
And while you're there, you're checking store shelves to find baby formula for Tyler Perry. The global infant formula shortage peaked in summer 2022. Okay, let's see here. Perry told the story to a group of 800 guests gathered at Los Angeles Pacific Design Center on Saturday evening to celebrate the annual Baby to Baby Gala. Oh, this is the one that Harry and Meghan at Valentine. I think it's the same one. Baby to Baby Gala, which raises money for children living in poverty. So it must be the same one. Alright, so I'm gonna go in this, and then I'll come back out to read some of the squad's comment. Alright, I'm gonna go into this. Okay, last year, in the midst of the global infant formula shortage that left shelves across the world empty and families scrambling to feed their young children, an employee who works for Tyler Perry came to their boss for help. Their kid needed formula, and like millions of families at that moment, they couldn't find it anywhere. Not in stores after stores, city after city, state after state. Perry began to hunt on their behalf and came up empty. He ended up calling Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, who at the time were in London, asking if stores across the pond were as hard up as those in the US. He told his employees that Markle was going to stores on their behalf. That's how dire the crisis was. Okay, likely in April this year when they were in the UK for a short stopover. Alright, so, oh, there's a Google here. Maybe there's more into that. I'll leave that link if it's okay. Kim Kardashian, okay, baby to baby. Is there more? Okay, so I'll leave this link for you guys to check. Okay, maybe there's more into it. Maybe it's the same thing you've heard last. Okay, so I'll leave that from Vanity Fair. So now I'm going back to read the comments from the squad. No wonder they didn't have time for useless gathering. That's for sure. Okay, exactly this. Life is too short and too precious for petty, wasteful nonsense. Harry and Meghan are too busy giving back and enjoying their time on this earth, and I love them especially for this. Okay, it says last year, though, so that's confusing. Okay, yes, an error from the writer. I believe since Harry and Meghan's first joint trip to the UK was in 2022. Okay, let's see here. Yes, I questioned that too. Okay, but have just checked, and the formula shortage the US was from May till July this year, so it will have been while Harry and Meghan were here for the Jubilee. There's the thumbs up. Okay, they were still working while others were partying. I think I said something like they probably are stopping at some of those charities or talking to people they you know they had connection with. I did say something like that in the back in one of my videos, but I didn't expect that part though. All right, Harry and Meghan are gem, love them. They told them when they left that service is universal. No truer words, that's for sure. I love them 100. This is further evidence of the old saying, quote, show me your company and I'll tell you who you are, end quote. That is activism. Doing, not saying. Show me your company and I'll tell you who you are. Show me your company and I'll tell you who you are. Show me your company and I'll tell you who you are. Show me your company and I'll tell you who you are. Show me your company and I'll tell you who you are.
I'm sorry we can only come and give words and comfort, but we are thinking about you the whole time and we really care about what's going on. So
sometimes that's more than financial.
Well, if we can give you the odd smile here and there, that's important. So, you know.
Yeah, that's what I figured the event. What better way to hide boxes or pallets of formula than packing up your home and putting it on the plane the press complain about? Okay, absolutely love Meghan. Meghan and Harry are just amazing. The work they do behind the scene is truly incredible. Meghan silently using her privilege to help those in need.
The transition of this out of my career but into the role is that, as you said, the causes that have been very important to me I can focus even more energy on, because very early out of the gate I think you realize once you have access or a voice that people are willing to listen to, with that comes a lot of responsibility, which I take seriously. Now being boots on the ground in the UK, I'm excited to just really get to know more about the different communities here, smaller organizations who are working on the same causes that I've always been passionate about under this umbrella.
Love this woman. Now this is service. Kate Middleton, look and learn. Okay, what beautiful story. What a lovely story. I can see Meghan Markle personally hunting for baby formula, all the while dealing with the toxic shenanigans of that family and their courtiers. So after this story, the British media and royal family still want us to believe that she is a bully. Precious, incredible, moving. God bless them. That's why Tyler loves them so much, because he knows how genuinely nice they are. Well, that's a headline I never expected to read. I love Harry and Meghan get to do so much in private. It's shared when they choose to share it or when their friend do. No leaks at all. That's why I kind of love this story more. Just love, beautiful. I love them. Always willing to help. Beautiful. All three are very generous. That's why. Already like Meghan, but this gave me big respect for Tyler Perry. Oh my God, Meghan. Okay, going above and beyond. Love them. But they want us to believe she's a bully and a mean person. I'm grateful for the type of friends and family Harry and Meghan made for themselves, to be honest. What is it? There's one video I did around maybe 2020 or... yeah, when I first started. And I put something, is it people you keep around you or something like that? I'll put the thumbnails. Even... thumbnails that I put of Tyler Perry, I didn't even know Tyler Perry was helping them, you know, at the time when I did the thumbnails. Okay, he did let them stay at his Beverly mansion, including security, and gifted them a grand piano. It was at least they could do. That's for sure. Isn't it lovely when kind and generous people find each other? Alright, wow, she's literally the best. Okay, that's that. There's more comment. Alright, let me finish it, I guess. Alright, this is still an ongoing problem and is inexcusable. I was shopping yesterday and there was a sign stating a limit of 2 on the cans and powder baby formula due to the shortage. Not that it mattered because the shelves were empty. Try Amazon, Target, Walmart, just to name a few. It's readily available. The way this girl moves and silent and no one knows until it's told is literally everything. We stand a caring queen. And this is the thing what privacy is. Alright? She didn't want people to be all around her while she's shopping. Yeah, looking for the formula. She probably disguised herself to go, because can you imagine? Go and do what she needs to do, and then, you know, when she decided to tell, like one of the comments said, when one of her friends decided to sell, that's when you get to hear it. You don't go and snooping when she's trying to get things done and then you all in her business. Okay, that's a real one at Tyler Perry. You gotta respect it. Yep, so a pair of them and Tesco filling a trolley. Wait for it. Meghan snub queen by going on shopping spree. What's wrong with that? Alright, so that's that. Alright, so that's it. Let's do a prayer for, I guess, thank to God. I don't know. This came to prayer. Alright, let's see what happened here. Prayer for Gratitude by Chaplain Rick, Dakota Boys and Girls Ranch. Prayer of Gratitude by okay, it's not a prayer. Oh, this one is. Thank you, Lord, for the blessing you have bestowed on my life. You have provided me with more than I could ever imagine. You have surrounded me with people who always look out for me. You have given me family and friends who bless me every day with kind words and action. I think this fits perfectly. Let's look for an image for the thumbnails, and this probably gonna come out before the other ones. Let's do that one. Father, thank you for the blessing and victory you have in store for my future. Thank you for allowing me to see and hear in my heart the good things you have planned. I choose to keep my eyes on you and declare your blessing over my life. In Jesus' name, amen. So that's it. So this one might come out before the 2 other videos that I've already recorded today. And if YouTube doesn't give me any problem, you might see this one before the other one. Okay, so that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. All right, so that's it.
For me, it's an added member of the family. It's another team player as part of the bigger team. And you know, for all of us, all we want to do is be able to carry out the right engagements, carry out our work, and try and encourage others and the younger generation to be able to see the world in the correct sense, rather than perhaps having a distorted view.